Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Power Circuit, and we managed to kind of dodge the traffic, and that is because of the farmers' protests which are going on across the board. You've just put out a story, I think, which you were talking about the fact that the Congress is duplicity. You know, I remember, Aman, in 2009, the Congress came back to power on the farm loan waivers issue. So wherever they see farmers, they see votes. And that's one reason why yesterday Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge spoke about that when we come to power, we'll give MSP. You were talking about duplicity in the Congress party on this?
Well, Congress is promising the moon to the farmers on MSP now, saying we'll give you everything. But the crux of the entire issue, Pallavi, is the MS Swaminathan Commission report. Now, this came during the UPA time in 2007, when the entire formula of 50% up from the weighted average of the cost of production was proposed by Mr. Swaminathan in his report. The fact is that the Congress did not accept this recommendation. Congress said this could distort the market. This was perhaps not practical, and Congress is on record in Parliament to say that we did not accept this particular recommendation. Now the major demand of the farmers is the implementation of the Swaminathan Commission report. So the Congress, in whose term the report was presented, who rejected the recommendation, did nothing on it till 2014, is now promising to the farmers that if we come to power in 2024, we will implement it. Obviously, see, I think the stand of the Modi government is pretty simple here. If you look at it, they are saying that the MSP has been continuously rising for crops in the last few years. The payout has almost increased by, over 115% if we see since 2015. But giving MSP on every crop produced in India is simply not possible for any government.
Already is not taking part and very wary of this. So, and the timing. Here you get the Chaudhary Charan Singh, Bharat Ratna, and MS Swaminathan gets it, and the government wants to send out a message that we are pro-farmers, and suddenly within 2 to 3 days, I know they'd announced it earlier, but it seems to be gaining momentum. And look at the parties who have come to support it: Congress, TMC, and the Aam Aadmi Party.
Aam Aadmi Party especially, I think, is very interesting because they are in power in Punjab, and there is this fight between...
they had no choice.
They had no choice because, if you don't support the farmers, either the AAP or the Congress, you won't win the Lok Sabha election. So, and the competition is mainly between these two parties in the Lok Sabha also. So, I think AAP has a reason. They give virtually a free pass to the farmers to come to Haryana border, also the Shambhu border, where presently the clashes are happening. Also in Delhi, they turned down the centre's request to convert the Bhawana Stadium into a temporary jail, saying we support the farmers. So AAP's stand is very clear. Congress is supporting the farmers, as they said yesterday, and they are promising everything to the farmers if they come to power. So I think politics is very much inherent, and BJP is suspecting that just before the elections, because the Congress really nothing else is working. So the farmers, issue is something that everybody is latching on to put the BJP in the dock kind of a thing.
Another interesting thing is that Akalis are pretty keen to have this alliance with the BJP. And now with these farmers' protests, it's going to become very difficult for them, especially since they had walked out of the alliance on the grounds of the farm laws.
It looks difficult now, the Akali-BJP alliance.
Not that the BJP needs the Akalis. Do they need?
Well, I think both need each other to a certain level in Punjab, because without each other, they may not be able to. But there is, I think it's 13 seats.
Ram Mandir ke baad thoda sa Hindu votes ka bhi consolidation.
BJP holds 2 seats in Gurdaspur and Hoshiarpur, and Akalis have 2 seats. Both the Badal couple hold the 2 seats. So there is chances that the Congress and AAP may make entries there in these seats also this time. So Punjab, I think BJP had nothing much to lose and nothing much to gain. So I think BJP is very clear, but the losses are not much there. But I think this time, Pallavi, I see
BJP is a different party.
Yeah,
they don't want to lose. So they try their best.
They try their best, but in Punjab, I think the options are a bit limited for the BJP. But what I feel that this time also the government looks far more certain on this issue of farmers. Last time they were on the defensive. The farm laws were also repealed. This time I think the direction from the top is clear that farmers should not enter Delhi. There should be no ruckus. Stop them at the Haryana border. Okay, if they breach the Haryana border, the government is like, okay, Singhu border is already closed, so you come and sit there if you want to, but you will not enter Delhi.
It's a little unfair actually for people who live over there. I mean, I have lots of my relatives that side, and it's very difficult for them to travel. Many of them are not even stepping out of this fear.
Yeah, the inconvenience to the public obviously is there.
I mean, I saw barricades being broken and those flyover chips being broken. That's not fair. I mean, that's not kind of... I mean, you have a right to protest in a democracy, but do you have the right to, harm and destroy public property? And we are paying for it. We are the taxpayer.
Absolutely. Peaceful protests are, of course, a part of it, but they don't... Of course, the police has had to use force because they were trying to break the barricades, Shambhu border, and there are narratives on both sides also, trying to paint either side as the villain in this. But I think the larger public interest and, this thing happening. I think people don't have very great memories of Delhi, especially NCR, of the protests of 3 years back when the whole road was blocked. Northern India, we had to go through the peripheral expressways. So I think many people don't really enjoy those, things coming back to Delhi NCR. But the farmer issue, of course, is grabbing the headlines these days. And the other issue which is grabbing the headlines, Pallavi, is Sonia Gandhi's exit from the Lok Sabha after 5 continuous terms.
5 continuous terms, giving up on Raebareli. That's the interesting thing. Who is going to step into Raebareli? I mean, Rajya Sabha route was expected, but now it opens the doors to, does it really, for Priyanka Gandhi Vadar? This much I can tell you is that Raebareli is not going to be a cakewalk for the Congress party. Those days are gone. People are very aspirational. They want a hands-on member of parliament. वो proxy MP का ज़माना is over. She hasn't been there because of whatever reason. It's interesting because I remember again one of the famous Uber wallas I took, and he told me he's from Raebareli, and I told him she's not been keeping well, maybe that's why she's not been going there. And he told me, ma'am, वो तो इधर उधर जाती है ना campaign के लिए. Why can't she come to the constituency? That anger. And do you think the BJP will put up a strong candidate in Raebareli like they did in MAT?
It seems so this time.
If it's Priyanka,
it looks.
Or even if it's Rahul.
I can only take a guess because I don't think the Congress would like to leave their family best, and I think bhai behan shayad dono hi lade. Amethi Raebareli se, that is the best chance the Congress has to create a buzz in Uttar Pradesh. If Rahul continues to fight from Amethi,
political debut ends in defeat would be a disaster for Priyanka.
Well, it would be. See, I think to defeat a member of the Gandhi family from Raebareli is a challenge. Amethi, they could, because Smriti Irani was obviously a very strong candidate. She lost once, but she stayed put there, and all credit to her to be able to defeat Rahul Gandhi second time. But Raebareli, a seat which the Gandhis have held for very, very long, and now if Priyanka Gandhi makes a debut from there, which was I think expected even in the last election, Pallavi, there was a lot of talk in 2019. Banaras bhi tha, but this time I think Raebareli is the best shot for Priyanka Gandhi really, if he wants to fight from
It's a very
UP.
Indira Gandhi legacy kind of a constituency. So, of course she's going to play that card.
The emotional card that, my mother is not well, she's going to the Rajya Sabha, so I'm taking over the mantle. I think BJP will also have the challenge to find a strong candidate. Last time they had...
Or maybe BJP will let Priyanka Gandhi Vadar come into Lok Sabha. It will be quite interesting actually.
So, Pallavi is having some conspiracy theory which I don't know about.
No. Okay guys, I'm going to go for a change. I'm also travelling this time round, so I'll go to Amethi and Raebareli. You're also going to go to UP. But that's a sneak peek. We are going to talk about it much, much later. But yeah, this will be an interesting battle to watch out in Lok Sabha, definitely.
Yes, and I think Sonia Gandhi's exit from the Lok Sabha is also a big shift in the contemporary Indian politics, because she's always been there like the center of attention for the opposition.
She's to manage actually.
She used to sit there, and this time I think when Narendra Modi spoke, he was practically addressing Sonia Gandhi in the house, and we saw very aggressive.
No one to control Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary.
So a very aggressive Prime Minister this time, the 370 target and
this
400 target. He looked at Sonia Gandhi and said that target. So it was a direct challenge to Sonia Gandhi, and to see Sonia Gandhi not in the Lok Sabha from the next term would be quite a change in the, and maybe who knows if Adhir will be there or not as well, or he will be the LOP or not. But I think that's a big change which we will see in the Lok Sabha. Of course, the Rajya Sabha gets Sonia Gandhi and many other senior BJP leaders
so
also
former Congress president and a present Congress president, both of them are going to be in Rajya Sabha.
Wow, front benches. So interesting times coming up, farmer protests coming up, and we are now stepping also into election season slowly. So we'll be bringing more of our power circuits. Now will be about elections and which way the wind is blowing in which state. So please join us next week on when we go into complete election mode now in the run-up to 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Thank you so much.